Hey guys, this is Alessandro, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you the last part of this tutorial, right? If you follow the previous tutorial, you saw me like doing from the very beginning reference blocking, blocking plus, and now we're doing the spline and polish, guys. And the objective was to show you how fast I could animate, and as a measure for you guys as well, when you work to realize if you're doing too fast, too slow, or anything like that, right? So this time we did not edit at all, okay? Like all my tutorial this time are really full. And before I show you the last part, I want to do like a summary of what we did so far. And so if you see, we went to spend 15 minutes more or less to study the video reference, 35 minutes through the first main blocking, okay, so more or less we can say an hour for both of them. Let's round it up as another hour for the blocking plus, another hour for the first spline, and another hour for this last video, okay? So overall I would say 4 hours in total, okay, just to start from the beginning to an end. And even though if you want to argue about it like, hey, but Alessandro, you had a perfect reference and everything, it was a lot easier in this way. Even let's assume you want to spend a couple of hours until you find the good reference, guys, or you want to Frankenstein it, put piece together and everything, ideally the actual animation to something so short, something not too advanced, it should take you like no more than 4 hours to get to this level, to get to this point, right? And let's say you want to exaggerate, really 6 hours, let's say 8 hours, right? If you really want to exaggerate, but it shouldn't take you longer than that. And you can see in actually between 4 to 8 hours, there is quite a lot that we can do. We can get to a really quality, quite good quality. All right, guys? So saying that, let's go and jump into the final part of the tutorial. All right, so first things we're gonna do is obviously the second part here is in step mode. All right, so we're gonna go here, make sure we spline it. Okay, I always press it a couple of times just because sometimes my is a bit buggy. All right, and so as you can see, it's a bit too poppy right now. So first of all, I don't want to really focus at the moment on the head. I'm not interested, and both arms. I don't really want to focus on those. Okay, so again, I'm only gonna focus on this part over here. And look at the camera. Okay, and normally I wanna go frame by frame more or less to see. Okay, maybe here, maybe here I can reduce it a little bit. Okay, boom, and push it, right? And maybe here I wanna reduce it a little bit here. Maybe it's not this one I need to push, it's mostly this one I wanna keep it more front. Okay, boom. Obviously I want to go here in animation, take a look at the graph editor. Sorry, the graph editor, the motion trail. Right, I want to go really close in here. Here, maybe I want to adjust this part over here. Boom. See, you want to continue to go a little bit forward here. You don't want to feel kind of stuck in there, right? All right, you want to adjust this part over here. So you want to slow down. That's the thing. You want to slow down a little bit, but you don't want to keep completely stuck. And then you see here it's doing another bottom arc, I would say. So maybe what we can do, we can kind of reduce this part here. Here, go down more. Boom, boom, going down, and then pushes up. All right. Boom, boom, here. Also push it here a little bit more. And make a nice and clean arc. All right. Okay. And now that this is done, obviously we're gonna go in the outliner, gonna remove this one over here, and I wanna go in the graph editor, as usual as what we talked about last time, and clean this up, all right? Especially this part over here where we're having a moment that he's striking very quickly, so you almost wanna come to a stop, not a full stop, so you don't want this to be flat, right? And then slowly start to accelerate again, okay? So I think that, you know, sometimes you can also like delete the middle key here and using the tangent to address it, right? Okay, and you wanna address this a bit, right? And just look at it pretty quickly. Boom. You see now the hip is doing also this little arc, which is really nice. Not really sure why this is like this. Maybe this should be continue going down. I wanna say one more time. This one should be lower. I think I accidentally made a mistake here during the blocking. Right? Right, same things over here. You wanna reduce this part over here. You almost come to a stop and then push down again here when he's accelerating, pushing more down and then going up. Okay, so that's overall the, I would say the, maybe the second part when it's moving forward, when it does this acceleration here, maybe this is a bit too much. I feel like maybe it doesn't need to be that much. Okay, so the good things you can, once everything is done properly, boom, you can, okay, you can go and control. Now that this part is done, more or less, I've done with the trajectory, with the arc, sorry, and everything. Very quickly, I want to take a look at the rotation. Okay, I want to go to gimbal. Okay, remember, guys, gimbal is always the when you're working the graph editor and you're in rotation, gimbal is always the things that you want to work on, right? Boom, boom. Okay, so you want to continue to push here a bit more. We can remove it. Here again, same things over here. You want to push it down like this. A bit of, again, acceleration, speeds up, deceleration here. Okay. And again, we hide the camera to make it look faster. Boom. And now the other things I want to do is working with this. Okay, boom. Here, when it's coming forward, I feel like I want to push the hip a little bit in this direction. Let's use the twin machine. Okay, boom, boom, boom. See, holding in that position. And then here, when it's moving forward, I want to push the hip forward like this, right? Boom, here. Okay. Release it. Boom. See, a little bit of extra movement. Now, what I want to do now, I just, very quickly, I want to go and adjust the foot roll. Okay. Let me go closer. See, I want to make sure all those details. See, we are raising it here. But I think what I want to do is to raise it and then relax it. Okay, a little bit, like having a little bit of overshoot. Okay. And maybe a little bit more. We need to exaggerate this part. Okay. Or it could be just something like this. And we can just find the right balance. Okay. Boom. See? Bit of compression here. We're not gonna go into super details doing the toes and everything because I feel like it's really unnecessary. The camera is so far away you won't see that. And same things here. Okay. First of all, there is a rotation from the controller, which is the blue one here. And again, I want to have a little bit of easy in, right? Bit of overshoot here again. Here, right? And then I want to go with the foot roll one more time. So again, it says compressing here. Again, I want to feel more. I don't want to stop him too abruptly, right? But then I feel like I don't want to go back too much. I think like I'm going back way too much. Or maybe even continue to go in this direction. Right? Maybe you can continue to push here and then reduce it. Okay. See, I think it's way too much when it's going back. Okay. And pushing this back. Okay. Let's go back in here. All right. Seems like more or less we are working quite fine. All right. And in general, I would say, guys, there is a lot more you can do in the feet and everything, but with this controller, we are kind of limited with this one over here. Rather, I actually have the controller on the feet. I find myself when I animate a lot more comfortable. All right. Right, so now let me take a look at the spine, because the spine I think is pretty simple, because I think like I hit the right acceleration, deceleration really properly. All right, let me first of all actually let me unhide one arm. So see if I just anticipate this movement a little bit faster, right? So maybe the only thing I really want to do, maybe first of all I can offset a little bit these two and see how does it look like when you offset these two controller. All right, boom, and maybe here this one about one. Okay, so you have to be careful when you start to offset stuff like this, because it's the issue is that tend to be a little bit too soft. All right, and so we want to make sure, yes, you have settings, don't move all together, but you want to keep things kind of sharp. And so maybe here, maybe we can reduce this part a little bit less. Okay. All right. All right. Push it here down. Okay. The other things now you can do is like when it's compressing here, maybe we can go down here and go parent and push it a little bit more in this direction, having a little bit of squash and stretch, all right? And again, guys, I'll do a bit of easy in, all right? Boom. You're compressing and then releasing it, right? Then here, when you're doing this movement, boom, compress it again, and relax. A bit of overshoot, okay? So it makes the spine to make it feel a bit more organic, okay? Maybe this second one could be a little bit shorter as a bounce, right? And then as I mentioned, guys, because I don't like to have the spine always fully stiff, right? Sometimes like it's okay to have this kind of stuff, you know, pushing it, and then here, boom. See, and then relax more or less, okay? So we create a key and we put them here. Maybe even more, okay? Right, let's stop frame 51. See, there is now a bit of movement in the spine, not fully stiff, all right? Okay, it seems like we are little by little we are cleaning this up a little bit more. Oops, these two we can make them outside. We can make the head. Okay, I wanna just roll back like for a few frames to have a better understanding of what's going on. Okay, so there is something that is not really working. Okay, so I think it's fine. It's just something on the head, maybe. Yeah, it's right here. There is something I feel like in this key here that we wanna boom. Yeah, this one over here. Maybe we need to. I don't know if it's this one over here because I wanted to have a bit of drag. Okay, and then coming down. Maybe this part needs to be delayed or reanimated a little bit, right? Or maybe it could be not this key that this is the problem. Maybe it might just be this one. Okay. And I want to study also from the reference as well sometimes, right? So for example, I can put a key over here, right? And kind of slide it, drag it back a little bit. It could be, a little bit of here, right? Boom, coming down, bounce back. Okay, bounce back a little bit. And then settling down, all right? So you don't really need a lot actually here. See, like actually here the way the head is coming down is a bit too slow, right? So probably reducing it like about a few frames might be good. Boom. Okay, still have a little bit of movement, right? Same things here. You can actually oh, I locked this one, so let me unlock it a little bit. I think I lock it for the sake of consistency, but now that I'm doing polish, you can compress a little bit. Actually, let me unlock this one as well. These two controller very quickly. Okay, so and I want the same things for the spine. I just wanted to compress it a little bit and then relax it. Okay, very minor. Okay, very little movement, okay, just to make it nicer. And same things here. Yeah, here I feel like I still wanna continue to go up. Okay, up, and then coming down a little bit less, right? Very, very nice and starts to feel organic, all right? Now the other things I wanna definitely do, and it's kind of bugging me for a while, is the hand on the other side. All right, actually, let me save with a different file name. All right, guys. Let me go unlock here the other arm. The left one. Oh, sorry, it's doing the leg. All right. So we are basically animating with this controller. All right. So again, we want to take a look at the camera. What's happening here? So I think until here, more or less, I'm kinda okay with what's happening here. But I will need to see at the arc, right? I wanna see it go a little bit lower. And boom, boom, continue to go down, and then advancing like in a little arc, right? So again, it's here. You don't want to keep it completely locked. Okay, boom. Right. And the same things here when the body is going down. Yeah, same things here, right? The body is going down. Even this one should kind of moving in a similar way. Right. Right. Boom. See, it's moving along the way. And now what we want to do is here, continue to rotate. Here maybe you push it. Boom. Okay, you don't want to keep it completely frozen. Here you push it down, boom, and rotate it like this. And obviously it feels a bit jittering right now because we need to go into the graph editor and start to clean it up a little bit more, right? Save one more time. Windows animation, graph editor, same things over here, right? So we're going this direction, same stuff we did before. We want to have a little bit of a acceleration, deceleration here. This, we want the up and down, sorry, the up and down here. Okay. And yeah, this seems to be kind of fine. Yeah, and then there is this one. Okay, so this is the part we just wanted to clean up a little bit more. Okay, I don't see any major issue at the moment. But the other things you want here is definitely that you do not end up move this at the same time with the rest of the body, right? So you want to delay this on a couple of frames. Boom. Yeah, this part here, the way it stops is a bit, doesn't really work for me. Okay, so we need to reduce this quite a lot, right? And so yeah, maybe here we can continue to go maybe down. Okay, we can continue to push it down. Okay, and we do this, a little bit of a bounce. And also here again, we need to see, we need to make sure that when we do this kind of stuff, right, it doesn't stop too abruptly. Again, maybe here. See? Okay. See? A bit of extra movement. Same things here. See? Rotation. It's gonna look like it's sitting this moment and feeling stuck. You really want to push this. You want to make sure this. It's a fast movement, so it's very difficult to stop it like that. You know. See. Maybe same things here. We're reducing now a little bit more, right? Right. The last part at the very end is definitely this right arm over here. So here it's tricky because you want to make sure you don't throw away too much. Okay. So first of all, we want to, again, looking at the camera, see like it's going way too much high, I think. And so we want to kind of reduce that. Starting with the shoulder, okay? Always start with the shoulder, guys, because you know, the shoulder is what driving everything, right? When it comes to the arms. Okay, we can reduce it a little bit more, including this one. Okay, so maybe from here we can just go really down, right? Push it really up here. Okay, let's see if here I don't think it's gonna, no, it's not affecting much. And again, let's go to gimbal here. Again, I think this is mostly the red one that is moving way too much up. Okay. Okay, right. Now, first of all, we can, in this case, we can anticipate the shoulder. Okay. Anticipate a little bit of shoulder movement, and we can have a little bit of drag here on this arm. I'm gonna have it a bit here, a bit. Okay, so fully, completely stretch over here. And I think just relaxing it. All right. Just remove this part over here. Right. So see here, you wanted to push down, relaxing a tiny bit. Right. Boom. There's also something else that we can do, guys, because uh, you might not want this so much tension, which is driven. I mean, don't want to exaggerate maybe too much, right? And so what we need to do, we need to kind of counter animate a little bit um, from the spine, because the spine is what is making this crazy overshoot, right? And so maybe you want to reduce it a little bit like this, okay? Same things over here, right? It could be here, you drag it behind, okay, you rotate it like here, and this is the extremity. Reduce it here. Right? Boom. So again, same things over here. Maybe this one will remove it and we push this a bit harder. Reduce this overshoot, or else it will become too soft. Okay, guys. Boom. Right? Something like that. You can really try to maybe again push this about one frame. Maybe this another one. Just very quickly to see if it still looks good. Yeah, look like to me is looking quite good. Boom. See, there is also a bit of offset now from the body, and this arm that moves a little bit later. All right. Okay. Let me do a quick play blast. Let's do a quick play blast together, guys. Boom. Now there is something that is bugging me a little bit, and I think it's this part where the neck is coming forward. This moment over here is creating, I feel like, a bit of a problem around the neck area. I think it's around this one over here. So one more time, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna create a very quick boom, 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 locator. Okay, click a locator here. What is it? Locator. I can find it, guys. There you go. Okay, I want to have this locator. I want to parent it to the neck and make sure I put everything on 0, right? And from this side, I think we need to look at everything, more or less, only this section. All right. Right. So file save. I'll go in animation and bake it. On animation key, bake simulation. Boom. And I want to take a look at this one over here. And so yes, as you can see, guys, it looks like there is a bit of a problem in this area. Boom. Actually, yeah, in mine, let's see if it's solved here. Okay. So I wanna adjust this moment here. Yeah, it could be this moment, see? This moment where the trajectory was a bit dirty. Right? and could be also this specific key over here. All right. And also another thing that we can do in order to adjust it using the chest controller. Basically what we can do here is to here adjust this trajectory like this, okay, little by little, and here we started to come down. All right, right, this one can come a little bit forward to have a clear, because you want to make sure you don't have any spacing issues. You can see, guys, sometimes even one frame is enough to create that kind of weird pop that really is gonna give you a problem in animation. It's gonna make your animation looks dirty, or it can cause some weird pop, and you know, people are gonna just be distracted by. Right, now let's go show nothing and go on polygon again one more time. Let's go into the camera and see if we fix it. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit, it's definitely better because now the arc is smoother on that section over there. All right, guys. Boom. Okay, as usual, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and everything, guys. This was a very quick test I wanted to do, you know, just to show you how fast, you know, you can work and to do like a 2-second animation like this one. I hope you enjoy, and as usual, if you have any question or comment, let me know. See you next time. Ciao, guys.